Okay, these are.
All right. You ready? And action. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the first official episode of our podcast, Sweet Treat Reviews. I'm Anthony.
I'm Shae.
And today we are going to be reviewing Duchess Cookies. You want to talk a little bit about the history of what started this off?
Sure. It was a year ago to date, and we were in the city. We decided to get, what was
At the
that?
time, it was Chip City.
What was it? Oh, Chip City cookies.
Yeah, we decided to get Chip City.
Well, it was between Crumble and then Chip City, but the line was crazy at Crumble, so we decided on Chip City. We came home and then just decided, let's do a review on each cookie. We had 6 cookies.
Yeah, we went crazy. We ordered six out the box.
So then we came up with this genius idea to continue the Sweet Treats review. And here we are today. So let's get started. We are going to start, let me get the sleeves up, with the Almond Raspberry. We have to talk about the dunk test.
Okay, yeah. And I'll even say this. I think we're going to even tell you, this is the first episode. There's hopefully going to be many more to come, right? It's going to be a variety of sweet treats, right? Yeah. We're starting with the cookies because we're paying an homage to what started the whole idea to begin with. Like Shae had said a year ago, kind of as a joke, we did like a mock review to nobody, literally. And here we are a year later, like Shae had said. But we're starting to kind of consider doing a variety of different sweet indulgences, but we're starting with the cookie. And with that being said, there's a history of cookies, which everybody knows. Milk, dunking the cookies in the milk. So we are testing the cookies several ways. Once, just regular bite. Once, you got to have a dunk, depending on how you like to dunk it. Some people have longer dunks. Some people have shorter dunks.
I'm a shorter dunk girl.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I'm
do a good 3 Mississippi dunk.
There you go. And I'm more of a dunk soak. I'll dunk it in and just let it kind of saturate there a little bit in the milk and kind of absorb some of that milk. But so that's what to expect. Obviously, you can't do dunks unless it's a handheld item. So we'll have pastries that we'll probably do at some point. Obviously, we have some cookies, brownies, things that you can hold in your hand that are dunkable items will be dunk tested. Okay, it's very important.
Every single time.
Other items, other edibles, where you're using a spoon, a fork, obviously you're probably not going to be doing the dunk test with that. But anytime you see the glass of milk here, just know that the dunk test is coming.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, let's get started.
Here we go. So Shae's cutting up the first one. We got the almond
raspberry. Okay.
We're going right down the middle, of course. There's 2 of us.
It's already crumbling.
Nice and warm.
Okay.
Now, we did have to rewarm these because for today, for instance, we did not pick these up ourselves. We did have these ordered. Shout out DoorDash. But because of that, we re-warmed them up 350 for about 4 or 5 minutes. Keep an eye on them and you'll see.
Yep.
So right off the bat, you see in the center, nice raspberry filling. Well,
mine's falling apart, so I'm going to go ahead and just go for it.
Go ahead, dig into it.
Not bad.
I like that a lot. So first things first. Couple things, right? Texture, smell, things like that. Number 1, smells absolutely heavenly. 2, texture. I love like an ooey gooey cookie, a thicker cookie. I'm not a fan of the smaller crispy ones. That's myself. I don't know how you feel.
You know, I'm here for everything.
All right.
I like it all.
Fair enough. It's hard to see probably in the camera from your guys' view. I try to get a close up here. But this does have a nice ooey gooey center. Yeah. But the outside, as you can see, still holds its shape. The outside is still kind
crunchy.
Yeah, it's
that crunch.
Exactly.
Okay, that was actually really good.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic.
Dunk test.
All right, here we go. Dunk test. Like I said, different dunkers, and that's okay. Shae's doing the fast dunk. the fast splash.
Yeah.
I'm more of a soaker, like I said earlier, so I'm gonna let this bad boy sit in there, almost soggy. Now, there's a technique to this because you can't let it get so soggy that it starts to break apart. So you got to kind of keep eyes on it. If you see it starting to fall, you want to save it.
Very good. I might need to do longer than 3 Mississippi.
Okay.
Maybe a good 6 Mississippi next time.
Okay. Well, obviously, I was there for a minute.
Yeah. A good 20 seconds for him. What do you think?
Super good. Super good.
This one's really good.
Obviously, the second bite for me, I was getting a lot more of that center raspberry filling, which is on point, I think.
That was my first bite, was the center of it. Very good. What would you rate this?
Very important we talk about the rating scale. We didn't get to this. We should have explained the rules, right? So you got a 0 to 10 scale, right? 10 being the best cookie you've ever had in your entire life. Obviously, some people are more generous with the rating than others.
Yeah.
I tend to be a little harsher.
I'm a little more generous.
Okay. So, Shae, texture-wise, what would you rate that?
Texture-wise, I would rate this a good 8, I would say.
Okay.
Definitely.
Flavor, was it what you expected flavor-wise for, almond raspberry
definitely.
when you're hearing almond raspberry?
Definitely. Although I do wish that I tasted the almond a little more, but the raspberry was on point.
Okay. And as a whole?
I'd give this one an 8.
All right.
Overall, yeah, it was good. It was very, very good, actually.
Not bad.
What about you?
I'm going to say for a texture, I'm going to give that a solid 8.5, to be honest with you. That was that was everything that I want in a cookie. Again, the outside kind of a little oh man, what's the word?
Crunchy.
Little crunch, yeah, a little bit, right? And then on the inside, again, that soft ooey gooey, which I'm a sucker for. So I give that an 8.5 as far as texture. That was pretty darn good.
Yeah, that was good.
As far as flavor, when you read it, is it tasting what you're kind of expecting based on the name? Almond raspberry. I think they knocked that out the park. I would give that actually a 9, to be honest. I got the almond kind of plenty, and the raspberry was fantastic. I don't think I've ever really had a raspberry cookie before of any sort. I'm trying to think, but I don't think so.
I expected almond, but my first bite was all that raspberry, so
fair enough.
But it was delicious. Definitely an 8.
Yeah. Well, I would say a 9 on that flavor for me. And then as a whole, I'm gonna give that. I'm tempted to give it a 9. I'm gonna try to pull back a little bit. I'm gonna give that like an 8.75. Just in between the 8.5 and the 9. It's gonna go at 8.75 right there. We're gonna go. I think that was a really, really well done cookie.
Very good. Okay, what's next? Your pick.
All right, next we're going with, obviously you can't have cookies. Thank you. Can't have cookies, can't be trying cookies without going, of course, with the classic, cookie of all time, which is, of course, a chocolate chip cookie. This is every child's, upbringing, having chocolate chip cookies, maybe with or without milk. But I mean, this is where it all starts as far as cookies are concerned in my book. So anytime that we review a cookie place, I believe we plan on
we always have to have a chocolate chip.
Yeah, a chocolate chip. So
okay.
Yeah, we go right down the middle, so that way we can get a little bit of everything. Yep, Shae showing the texture. Oh, I'm already dying looking at that texture. Nice, soft, ooey gooey. I'm even gonna. Oh yeah, that's nice. I already know.
Okay.
First bite.
First bite. That one's really good.
Wow, they smoked that one.
Yeah, that one's so good.
They absolutely smoked that one. Super good.
Dunk test.
Dunk test.
I'm gonna go longer than 3 Mississippi this time.
I think it is fair to say as well too, right, that depending, and correct me if I'm wrong, because you're the shorter dunker, but I think you have to take into consideration how thick the cookie is and the texture of the cookie. If it's already kind of on the drier end, or in this case, if the outside is a little bit drier, you might want to let it soak a little bit more. you know, so that way you can kind of get more of that milk in.
Yeah.
How was that dunk test?
Good. Mm-hmm. They did it. They did a good job. That gooiness is perfect.
Oh my God. All right, one thing to ask as well too, because we haven't actually discussed this before, is when going through the dunk test, should we take into consideration if a cookie is better with the dunk or without the dunk? Is that something that we should maybe throw out to the viewers, or is that not an important piece of information there?
I mean, we can. We definitely can.
Because I think, for instance, this one, I think as good as it is, I think it's better with the dunk. But I think the first one was maybe
better without.
I think it was maybe better without the dunk than with. But I think this one it was better with the dunk. I think the dunk enhances
I would agree with
it.
that.
I think it enhances it.
I think with the almond raspberry, there's so much flavor there that it doesn't need a dunk. Definitely.
All right, off to reviews.
You have to have a dunk. Okay, review. You go first this time.
Okay, fair. I'd give that texture again. I mean, I'd give that pretty much a 9, 8.5 to 9. We'll round up to 9. It's the first one, so I'm feeling nice. Inside 9. That ooey gooey again. That really takes me places. I'm gonna give that a 9 across the board. I think as far as the chocolate chip cookie is done, that's about a 9 for me.
Yeah, I would have to agree. That one was really, really good.
Super good.
The
Awesome.
Chocolate chip. Look at this. Hold on.
Yeah,
I just have to show.
Not show them. Show them.
Like that.
They're not skimping on the chocolate chip, but little details too. Like both of these cookies. I mean, we didn't even check the bottom, but they're not burnt. It's like just the right amount of cooked and crispiness, little golden brown. You know, but it's not burnt. You know.
Well, and we also warmed this up again, so that should tell you how perfect these were, that we still didn't burn them after warming up, which is huge.
Yeah, definitely. Huge.
Okay. Oh, I rate this a 9 as well. I wasn't sure.
Did you go through everything? Texture,
everything was a 9.
9 across the board.
Good, yeah.
Oh, so we agree.
Yeah,
we agree. Then we got good. 9s, straight 9s for the chocolate chip cookie.
Okay, oatmeal chocolate chip.
This is a big one for me. I'm going to say that because oatmeal in general, oatmeal cookies tend to be some of my favorite type of cookies. So we will see. I've never had this one before.
The texture looks really good already.
Hold on, we're kind of cheating here because I got a little bit of raspberry from that first one rubbing off. I'm trying not to clash. All right, I'm looking at that. Yeah, that inside still looks nice and ooey gooey on your chocolate chips.
Okay. Dunk test for me.
That's really good. That was really tasty. It almost got better the longer I kind of just let it sit on my palate.
Yeah.
That was really nice. All right, I will begin my dunk test. What are you thinking?
I love oatmeal cookies myself, but I think this is really good. But there's just nothing better than oatmeal raisin.
This is true. Fair enough.
The chocolate chips, maybe it's going from the chocolate chip cookie to this chocolate chip. Sometimes it's, it can be a little overwhelming, but the oatmeal taste in this is delicious. I might give this I might backtrack.
That's a killer
I
cookie
think
too,
I'm
though,
going to
man.
backtrack, guys. I
Son of a
think
gun.
I'm going to say the chocolate chip cookie was an 8.5 and this one's a 9.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm going to backtrack.
All right, revisions being made.
Yes.
Okay, so again, alternating, right? So texture, how would you rate it?
Oh, definitely a 9.
Okay. Ooey gooey center. Is that you're a fan? You're not a fan?
I'm a fan.
Okay.
I'm a fan.
Is it tasting when you close?
Depends on what you're getting. I know that I'm getting the ooey gooiness with these kinds of cookies, so that's what I'm expecting.
And when you close your eyes, you know, and you kind of think of the flavor, you see the name oatmeal chocolate chip. Is it tasting what you're expecting it to taste like before?
Yeah, definitely. I'm
So
like Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Little,
there you go.
Yeah. No, this one was really good. I'm going to give this one a 9. Like I said, the chocolate chip cookie before that, I'm giving it 8.5.
Okay.
Okay, what about you?
Well, first
Center.
off, disclaimer. Well, center on the point, right? Ooey gooey. Again, for me, you have my heart. Texture in general, outside and inside, obviously because it's an oatmeal. Anything oatmeal, obviously, is going to have a completely different texture to it than a traditional cookie is going to have, obviously, because you're working with different ingredients. So as far as the texture of an oatmeal-based cookie, I think that they smoked that as well too. I'd give that between an 8.5 and a 9. Again, first one that we're doing, I'm feeling nice. I'm in a good mood, so I'll give it a 9 as far as the texture. Now, as far as me, I've never had an oatmeal chocolate chip. Shae mentioned it earlier. I've only ever really had oatmeal raisin, which is one of my, if not my favorite cookie of all time. So I've never had an oatmeal chocolate chip. With that being said, when I close my eyes and I just think of the name oatmeal chocolate chip, what am I expecting? I think they did a pretty darn good job. If I was to be nitpicky a little bit, I would have liked a little bit more oatmeal flavor. If I have to kind of kick in before I kind of got that oatmeal-y flavor myself. Again, texture was there, a lot of the chocolate. I don't know if it was more chocolate than more oatmeal or what it was, but I would have liked maybe just a touch more oatmeal flavor.
I kind of feel, though, like mine is more oatmeal, and look at yours is more chocolate chip.
Yeah, I had a lot of chocolate in mine, which I'm not mad about.
That
I'm
might
not.
be because I tasted a lot of oatmeal.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
So it just might be, how they place the chocolate chips when they're sprinkling them on. Maybe they just favored one side a little more than the other. But as far as for me, I tasted the oatmeal and I think it was really, really flavorful.
Okay, all right, that's fair. Well, I'd say as a whole, I'm gonna give this an 8.5 myself. I'm gonna give this one an 8.5. It was really good, really, really, really good. I just would have liked to have seen again the maybe just a tiny bit more oatmeal on at least my half. But all right,
okay,
let's keep it moving. We got one more here.
Yes.
Whew. All right, this is Oreo Cheesecake. Before we get into this, I feel like I should say, at least, I don't know, Shae, you may or may not agree with me, but my opinion is sometimes you try to get a little too crazy, or places can get a little too crazy with some of the flavors that they do, and I think they miss the mark a little bit. It's almost like a less is more situation where they try to do too much. So I'm a little nervous because of that. Here, I'm seeing a cookie on top of a cookie, so that's already concerning. To me, it's and I get it. It is an Oreo cheesecake, but I'm like, do I need a whole cookie on top of this cookie? I don't know. We're gonna find out. And did they execute? I'm a big cheesecake fan as well too, which I'm sure at some point we're gonna get into on the sweet treat review. So I have a high standard as far as cheesecakes go. But which half do you want? I don't even know how we're gonna break up the Oreo.
Just gotta analyze it here for a second.
Kind of a lot going on.
But I thought there was gonna be like more cookies and cream in the middle. Isn't that like?
That's what it showed when we were looking at the website.
So this is a little confusing, I would say, because I'm just gonna show just chocolate.
Yeah,
when we saw it on the website, and it was very much so a cookie and cream cheesecake middle. So I'm a little confused on what's happening here.
Yeah, definitely not what we saw on the website for sure.
Yes. Okay, but I mean, we're here, so let's
Yeah,
try it.
we're gonna try it regardless.
I'm nervous.
We'll see. I'm gonna give it a little poke test too. I mean, I will say this: center looks again all across the board. The centers have been my type of center, where it's just that really ooey gooey, just yummy deliciousness. At least is what it looks like. So I like that. Get into the first bite. So I'm definitely getting the Oreo.
Yeah.
Shae doesn't like this one. You can tell. You can tell Shae. I know her well enough. You guys, hopefully, depending on how long we do this, will then start to understand. You're gonna see the faces. You'll know when Shae likes something, when she don't. I do because I've known her for a long time. Off the first bite, I'm getting Oreo. I'm not getting anything else. But by Oreo, I mean just the outer Oreo. That's it. That's all I get. I'm gonna go for the dunk test. Now, being that this is so chocolatey, I definitely want an extra
definitely
long.
falling apart.
Okay. That looked like a good bite. I'll tell you that. I watched you take that bite. It looked like a good bite. It did. It looked like a tasty bite, man. I'm doing an extra long dunk soak because, again, it's a lot of chocolate.
Yeah.
So I really, really want that milk to kind of help cut some of that richness. And I love milk, so why not?
Yeah, I had to take a drink.
Okay, so there was some of that. All right, we got pure disappointment from Shae. So even though we're alternating, we're gonna take it right to Shae because I know she has a lot to say.
I'm
Let's
not
start with
impressed with this.
let's start with texture.
I mean, texture, it's what it said it would be. So the texture was on point for what it is, but
Okay, and then name. You see the name Oreo Cheesecake. Close your eyes. You can kind of imagine how that's gonna taste.
No,
does it taste like that?
No.
No.
No, I just tasted a bunch of just chocolate overload. I'm also not huge on chocolate as far as like I like chocolate here and there, like chocolate chip cookies, chocolate chip and oatmeal, but when it's just pure chocolate like this, I'm not a huge fan. I definitely thought it was going to be more of a cookies and cream cheesecake center, what it said. So when we cut into it and I just saw chocolate, I was already kind of turned off by that.
Okay.
Because it's just an overload.
So what would you rate it? Because we didn't get numbers there. So texture wise, what are you gonna give that?
I was explaining.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I apologize.
Oh
I jumped again.
But my rate would be. I didn't like it. I would give it like a 5.
On as a whole,
overall.
everything.
I mean, the gooiness and everything. That's what it was, right?
Texture was still good.
Yeah, the texture was fine. That's what it is. You know, they executed that. I would say, you know, as far as all of them, we've been giving them 8.59. The texture is there. I just didn't personally like it, so I would give this a 5 for me.
Okay.
Overall.
Okay. All right. All right.
And go ahead.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Texture wise, again, ooey gooey center. You know, pretty good outside. It did have a tendency, as you could see with Shae's, it was already kind of breaking apart a little bit. So it wasn't kind of holding its shape. I'm not super mad at that. I'd still give the texture about an 8.5. As far as when I see the name Oreo Cheesecake, if I'm ordering off the menu, in my mind, I'm picturing certain flavors because, again, I love cheesecake. I love Oreo. I've had Oreo cheesecakes before, so if you're going to put that in a cookie, I'm kind of expecting something along those lines. I got no cheesecake, period. I got no cheesecake flavor whatsoever. So that was a complete whiff on my part. So I would give that like a 4 or a 5 as far as just from that lens. As a whole, Yeah, I mean, Shae, again, it's my first podcast here doing it, so I'm going to be a little bit nicer, and I'm going to go with a 6 as a whole. But they just completely missed the mark, in my opinion. To me, it tasted like they took just the outside Oreo part, mashed it up, and made a cookie out of it, which is okay. But then don't tell me it's an Oreo cheesecake cookie. Um, and so it just kind of, it wasn't wowing. I think it just kind of missed the mark a little bit with the cheesecake aspect on things. There was like an idea of them trying to get like something going on in the middle, but it's not at all what was shown. They had this white cheesecake looking filling that was all throughout the inside that I was actually really looking forward to.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's so. Sorry to end on a low note there, but these other three highly recommend. Again, Duchess Cookies, that chocolate chip, definitely a 9 out of 10 in my opinion. Damn near one of the best I've ever had.
We've actually gotten Duchess Cookies 3 times now, and we've gotten the chocolate chip one every single time, and it's so consistent that they do a great job with
This
that
is
one.
true. But this is the first time that we've done these other 3 flavors, because Duchess offers a variety of flavors, and they've switched it up from time to time as well. But we had to review, and I think it's safe to say anytime we review a cookie store, I think we're always going to do a chocolate chip. I feel like that's just something you have to do if you're doing cookies. So yeah, so we'll be back for more with Duchess at some point. We'll switch it up here for the next review that we do. But love to hear your feedback and comments and everything.
Yeah, and if you guys have any recommendations on what we should be rating, let us know.
You got it?
Yes. Okay.
Alrighty, folks. Well, thanks for tuning in with us. Yeah, we really appreciate it. We'll see you guys.